Hi guys, welcome back to Gardening with Dave. And the sun is just setting. It's a lovely evening here, and I'm in the onion area, and thought you might like to have a gander at my banana shallots. How about that fella? There's a beauty. Now, bit of a sad start again. I've got news just yesterday, day before, that the village show is cancelled due to government changes in restrictions, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I was growing these banana shallots to try and defend my best in show trophy this year, which I guess since the show's cancelled I get to keep for another year anyway, so never mind. But they are coming on a treat, almost as big as they were last year. They're a great grower, as they say. Lovely row, starting to go a bit brown, like my other onions here. See this fella, no green left at all, and he's ready to pick, but a couple of them have still got a bit of life in them, and if they've still got green and they're still standing up like this, then they're probably still swelling, so I'll leave them a bit longer before I lift them all. They're doing okay. The leeks are doing very well in the rows. These are the clumped ones, you'll see. 3 or 4 clumped together. Pretty happy. It's been very hot of late. 38 degrees just down the road the other day. So got a bit of a brown tinge to some of the leaves, but they're still pretty happy. These are the clumped ones, fairly small. These are the ones that are 6 to 8 inches apart, and they're a bit bigger. And then the ones that are more like 10 to 12 inches apart, bigger still. And you can see actually, this is where the rainbow chard was growing wild, and where the rainbow chard is still quite heavy. The leeks are a bit smaller, but that's cool. That will just stagger the growing time of the leeks, so I'm not so bothered about that. Last time I showed you my the strawberry runners that I'd put in the pot and twist them around, and they'd all taken. Well, as a result of taking them off the strawberry plants, I'm getting a second batch of strawberries. Oh, look at that beauty in there. I'll have to have a munch on him in a bit. And the yellow raspberries, the two in the middle here, they're growing very well, and I should get another crop from those, because they have a double crop, one in spring and another in autumn. In fact, you can see the form in there, the raspberries form in there, so happy days. And a rather bad case of bindweed growing up the net at the back there, but hey ho. Potatoes thoroughly overgrown with weeds, but those extra ones that I planted, they're still pretty happy, still green, so they're growing. And you can see here I cleared the first 3 rows and got a fair quantity of potatoes out of those, and they were pretty tasty. Happy days. Now, I'm sure you've all been dying to find out what's going on with the marrow pumpkin saga. Well, check it out. This is clearly a pumpkin. This is clearly a funny shape of pumpkin. And how about that fella? Definitely a pumpkin. Look at these orange, but look at the lines. That's marrow markings. See, that's a proper marrow there. See the lines? Well, this, I'm pretty sure, is a crossbred pump row or marrowkin. Another pumpkin at the end there, so it's going to be pretty interesting to find out what's going on inside. Will it be green like a marrow or orange like a pumpkin? Who knows? Some of the pumpkin plants are looking a bit worse for wear. Again, with that dry weather, wasn't ideal. But you might notice there's a lot more space in the courgette area, because like I was saying last episode, I've trimmed back loads of the dead leaves now. A lot more seem to have died again, but I have been getting more fruit off them, and you can see in the middle some nice healthy green leaves and more fruits coming. A lot of them are like that. I've lost one or two of the plants, but to be fair, that's no big shakes because I've eaten a lot of courgettes of late, and so has everyone else I know. But so a dip in yield at this point of the season is no bad thing. But luckily, lots of other stuff is coming on. The butternut squashes, various weird shapes. Check out that fella. Not sure what's going on with him. It's supposed to be a butternut squash. And if you come down here, tiptoe through the area, there's our Joan de Vert squash. Look at that. Starting to get his dark green colouring. He looks very happy. Quite excited to try him. And the same again, except a bit more bulbous on those ones. Not sure when to pick them. Might pick them soon. Give one a try. Got a few. And our summer squashes at the end here have had nothing but female flowers on them. Male flowers, sorry. Until just the other day, I saw a proper fruit. Not sure whether that's been fertilised. We shall find out. I hope they're cool. They're good. Now the tomato area, that's come on a treat. And if you remember, we had several varieties across these beams that were defined. We knew what they were. More of the ones that we got in the greenhouse. So Gardener's Delight and Sweet Million. They're all starting to turn red. A lot slower than the ones in the greenhouse, but look at the flowers on that. Due for a huge amount of tomatoes. It's cool. And then everything down this side, across this bar, was the mysteries, just various ones that I picked from that came up in the greenhouse or popped up here where I had the tomatoes last year. We're starting to see what they're going to be. We've got orange ones and more orange ones, red ones, and yellows. Lots of the orange it seems, and they are ready. Happy days. I'm going to have a nibble on this one, see what it's like. Tastes like a tomato. They say that outdoor grown ones are tastier than the greenhouse, but they could be right. They all taste pretty good to me. As you can see as I pan round, loads more flowers showing on these outdoor ones. So we're set to have a lot more tomatoes for a long time, which is great. Have to get on to making some sauces and things like that. The French beans have been amazing, abundant. I cleared all of these maybe a week or so ago, and already I'm starting to grow back. Some of them are a bit worse for wear and died off. Some of them got some bad case of black fly, but a lot of the others have done well, so no problem there. And now runner beans. Happy days. Now I was doing the runner beans for the show, obviously, and the show's been cancelled, so it's taken the pressure off, I guess. I don't need to worry so much for the next 4 weeks about all my veg, but sad nonetheless. So maybe we should crack on with Dave's virtual show, and I guess if you guys want to just send me photos of what you grow, whatever it is, and what you've got, and we'll see how many people send for various different things and dish out some prizes. It'll be cool. Bit of fun, you know. We should I could post at the bottom of the video, down in the description, a list of the various categories, and then yeah, just send in your photos. Maybe email might be the easiest way. Probably not the easiest way, to be fair, but maybe the only way. And that'd be cool. I mean, I see Olu is quite keen to include gherkins in the show, so that'd be cool. Anyone else got any gherkins on the go? I'm sure lots of you have got tomatoes on the go, so that could be cool. A bit of fun, you know, make up for not doing the real show. What else have we got down here? The kale has been very successful so far. I've just been picking the biggest leaves, doing the crispy seaweed, you know, low heat in the oven, bit of oil, mix it up with some oil, salt and pepper, not pepper, salt and sugar. Very nice, like crispy seaweed. No better way to eat it. And don't know if we can see in this light, but our Brussels sprouts are doing well too. Hopefully break my Brussels sprout duck and provide my daughter with some Brussels sprouts this year. That would be cool. Our Jerusalem artichokes, first time growing these. Looking a little bit sad now, but the other day when these all popped out, they looked amazing. Who knew that they had such cool blooms? It'll be interesting to see what's going on underground, because it's the roots that you're after. At the end of the season, dig that up and we'll find some recipes for Jerusalem artichoke, because I don't think I've ever had it before. Could be interesting. That's probably it for what's going on down here. Over the far side, actually, where all my rows are, obviously my carrots. I had been leaving them in for the show close to the time, and then I pick them all and then pick the best ones for the show. Same with the parsnips, but I guess now there's no show, I can just pick as and when I want it. A lot of the beetroot is coming on nicely. Let me see if I can find you. How about that fella? That's cool. This is a multicoloured variety, so I'm pretty excited to pick some of those. I might indeed pick some, and you can see that in the next bit back at the greenhouse. Cool. So welcome back to the greenhouse, and check out the beetroot. There we go, first pick of the season. Looks like a normal purple one and a couple of pink ones. And I cut one of these open, and check it out. How cool is that? They've made a multicoloured variety, similar to the rainbow chard. All the different colours that you can get rainbow chard in, you can get beetroot in. Don't know which way they crossbred it, but and in the same way, it's the same family, and you can eat the leaves of beetroot in the same way that you can eat rainbow chard. It doesn't get as big, obviously, but so there we go. Happy days. Now there's no show, I can pick beetroot as and when I want it. What else is going on in here? Lots growing, getting bigger. The tomatoes, obviously, getting plenty of those. All the different colours. The lovely sweet yellow and the purple. That's the sweet million at the back there, look, and there really is millions of those fellas. And check this out. This larger variety. There's you normally get a lot less on the plant. There's maybe only half a dozen tomatoes on that whole plant, whereas on the cherry varieties you get a lot more. And if we look down here at mystery tomato D, I think you'd agree that's a red tomato. It's probably a bit small for a standard red, but I think it's a red cherry. But anyway, no one picked that, so that didn't affect the leaderboard. And here is mystery pepper B. Look at that. That is definitely a long sweet pepper. Happy days. It's too fat to be cayenne, and too bumpy to be a jalapeno. Look at that, lovely smooth fruit. If you leave those on there, they get a lovely dark purple colour. Very nice. So yeah, that's the last of the mysteries. So the final leaderboard looks like this. Richard and Rohan out front with me, but I don't really count. And Dan in second, and Towan and Jennifer in last. So that's a Lover Padron t-shirt coming to Rich and Rohan. Have to work out the sizes and all the details, but we'll do that, no problem. Just show you these quickly. Our melons, how about that? quite a few on there now. Let's hope that they swell to a decent size. Last year they were only about tennis ball size. Oh no way, look. I've just spotted our gherkins. Look at the size of them. Need to pick them. See some of the plants looking a bit shabby, but still getting plenty off it. If we pick them smaller, obviously you get quite a few more, and there's lots of new ones showing that. And once I pick those larger ones, those little ones should swell nicely. Been picking the cucamelons picking the cucamelons a fair bit. They're all good. What else? That's probably it for the mysteries anyway. Oh, well, out here we did have the large mystery, and that's definitely a pumpkin. And over the back here by the sweet corn, there's another pumpkin. And sweet corn is coming along lovely. Look at the size of those fellas. We'll be picking those soon. And they are great on the barbecue. You leave them in the husk or outer, whatever it's called, and pop them in a bucket of water for half hour, an hour. Put them in the barbecue just as they are, and they all steam and keeps all the juices in. Lovely and tasty. Lovely and sweet. Not tried that variety. I think it might even be called super sweet. So we shall see about that. What else have we got going on? Everything's getting bigger really, as you do, and started picking a lot more of the padrons and harvesting things and eating things, which is great. Add a bit more variety to the diet than just courgettes. That's a bonus. But I know what we'll do. We'll do the portable potatoes in a bag. Here it is. Alright, try and change the angle of this. Now this could go horribly wrong. If I empty this out and it's got none in it, it's going to be like, oh, gardening with Dave, can't grow a potato. But let's see what's inside, shall we? See, it's all died back. A little bit of green left on there, but they're not really going to get any bigger. Let's see what we got. Look at that. A potato apple. You can't eat it, obviously. It's the potato seeds. It's the way that you would create a new variety if you wanted to. Crossbreed when it flowers and it creates the apple. And then you grow the apple, the seeds that are inside it, and the potatoes from that new one are your new variety. But it's like a 2-year process. So you might wait 2 years and turns out that you've grown a terrible potato. Who knows? Anyway, let's crack on and give this a pull. And on the end of there, see what's inside. And we're going to do this. Oh. Well, that's a potato. A couple of tiddlers. Mellow, some more. Not massive, I have to say, but pretty good quality, no blemishes. Here we go. Getting bigger. Happy days. More. Still not massive. No bakers as yet, but getting a few of a decent size. No matter how hard you try to get all the potatoes, when you're digging them over in the ground outside, you'd always miss some. And then you always get potato plants popping up where they were last year, where you didn't expect. How about that? Lots more tiny ones, a few medium size. It'll all be good. The other day I cooked some on the barbecue. Coated them with oil and some salt, and cooked them on the barbecue like tiny baked potatoes, and they were delicious. Obviously, if you're growing them yourself, they're going to be delicious. And that's probably about it. A few more little ones in there. Well, that's not bad. Free food. Bag. Happy days. That's about it for today. And now I can't readjust the camera, so I'll just say see you next time. Take care. Bye. So to save me typing all this out, I thought I'd just show you the categories. You can pause it obviously and read these in more detail if you'd like, but in all honesty, probably not many people are going to be bothered with the faff of sending in the photos to gardeningwithdave@yahoo.com, so you will probably get away with sending in a picture of a manky tomato and still win the tomato category. But obviously, if 2 people send in tomato pictures, the ones that are closest to 6 with the calyx intact would be the winner. Lots to choose from there. 23 is a good catch-all one. 1 vegetable not already specified. It'd just be cool to see what you guys have been growing. Happy days. It's always happy days for me, isn't it?